America. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of Married at First Sight, Season 9, episode whatever. I have a headache. I don't have on any makeup or any eyebrows. My hair is not done. I'm just not really in a good space. So, I'm here, y'all, You can talk about my looks if you want to, and I drag your ass. Don't play with me. Okay. I want to let you all know that I don't have any earrings in here. Fuck. Hold on. I want to let you all know that I have new items up on my store. You can find something like this. Oh, God. Which is a necklace that I made. You can also find something like this. Oh. Which is also a necklace that I made. And last but not least, you can't find it. This is not on the website, but I may put it on the website. Who knows? Anyway, the link will be in the description box below, or I'll put it in the pinned comment. You can get 15% off using promo code THANKS, and the sale ends on the 1st of August. Also, I'm reviewing claws. I may put it up here, but more than likely I won't. But I am reviewing claws. So we see Keith and Iris. Keith says that things are natural, and Iris says that things are starting to feel more real and more, comfortable. Keith says that his grandmother isn't doing well and has been hospitalized for her cancer, and it's a vulnerable area for him, but he feels okay to talk about Iris and to invite her to see his grandmother at the hospital. Iris says that she'll always be there to support him. In the next scene, Iris asks Keith to go to church, and he says that he's been really appreciative of how Iris has supported him, and they are going to go see his grandmother the next day. When they get in bed, Iris prays, and Iris says that it means so much for her. Well, I'm sorry, it means so much to her that Keith knows that she's in this for the long run, and not just because she has the wife title. So we see Iris, they're going to his parents' house to spend time, and Iris is very thankful to be there. They all have people over, like all of the couples. Iris is a little bit nervous about having people over, so everybody comes over. Iris' mother is there. She says she's not going to stay long, but she is very happy to see Keith, and Keith does feel like her son. So Iris says that she feels like she's found someone to give herself to, or that she wants to give herself to. And then we see Keith's friends are in the kitchen. They drinking lemonade, right? And she like, that's our damn lemonade that we bought. Now look, let me tell you something. I understood where Iris was coming from, because I remember when the person that I live with, his friends that came over, and his little nasty ass friend went in my refrigerator, and that's not what I'm about. So I guess maybe it's because I'm an only child, but as an only child, if you weren't an only child, then your siblings would go in the refrigerator, and that's family. I just don't want nobody going into my damn refrigerator because I don't know you. And yeah, if your homeboy had a place by himself, boom, that's cool. But so I understood where Iris was coming from. After everybody leaves, Keith is like, was it really that big of a deal? Iris is like, yes, it was big of a deal. Keith says maybe it's because she was an only child and she never had to share anything. Iris says, well, my friends will never come over and do anything like that, and she wants his friends to respect their boundaries. Keith says it's just juice, but I mean, no, don't go in my fucking refrigerator. I've never went in anybody's refrigerator, ever. When my friends, one of my friends, she made me and my other friend, well, all of us, a taco night or whatever. And even then, like, I didn't go in her refrigerator. Or I did go in her refrigerator after she was like, yeah, go in there and get that. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm not about to just go in somebody's refrigerator. That's fucking trash. Excuse me. But that's fucking trash. So Keith says that they have differences that maybe they can't work out and maybe it'll impact their relationship in the long run. Maybe it will, man. If your friends going in my refrigerator impacts our relationship, then it definitely impacts our relationship. So whatever. That's the end of their story. So we see the husbands and the wives, they meet up with one another. Matt asks the husbands if they've had issues, and Matt talks about how Amber got so angry when he moved his stuff. Amber also talks about it, and Deanna and Iris are like, I mean, that's fine because, you know, I kind of did the same thing. Deanna said she moved her stuff to the guest bathroom. Iris said she let Keith move his stuff so he can have his own bathroom. Bro, let me tell you something. If me and the person that I live with were able to have separate bathrooms or even just separate fucking sinks, it would be so much better. Like, but separate bathrooms, like, could you imagine? That's the life that you live. That is a life that you live. I would never take away somebody's opportunity to have a separate bathroom with their own sink space. Oh my gosh. And just whatever. Anyway, after they have the conversation with Amber, she says maybe she was overreacting, but she just wants this to last forever. Matt asks, has anybody else had sex? Jamie says we have, so Jamie is cool to be a part of the sex club. Iris and Keith both talk about the condom box, and Greg is like, dumb. Like, of course you know that she was gonna go through your drawers. Of course you know that she was gonna see it. Like, you should have gotten rid of it. Iris says that even though it kind of threw her off guard, she knows not to ask, or she knows not to set herself up for failure by asking about, you know, any sexual conquests that he may have had in the past. And Amber says, as far as we are concerned, our relationship started at the altar. So anything before that is just. So we see Greg. I think Greg and Deanna are my favorite couple. I mean, I do like Iris and Keith. I don't know if I like Jamie and Elizabeth, but they're more interesting than Amber and Matt. But I really, 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 really like Deanna and Greg. And I'd really like for my hair to be able to braid out like that because her hair was looking nice. It was looking nice. It was looking right. Okay. But I hope that they stay together. This is everything that Jasmine and Will couldn't be. And let's hope that they stay together. Well, y'all don't have to hope, but I'm definitely about to hope. Okay. So Greg is trying to build his relationship with Sandy, and he's like, you know, I'm taking it slow, but you know, it's kind of working out. Deanna comes in and she has a birthday cookie for him, and Greg loves it. Greg, you can tell that Greg really likes Deanna, so anything that she does, he's like, oh, cool, that's really nice. He was really surprised that she remembered when his birthday was. So they're sitting on the couch. Deanna is giving Sandy compliments, and he's like, wow, you giving her a lot of compliments, huh? And she's like, yeah, you know, she needs to have high self-esteem. And he's like, well, you don't give me no damn compliments. And she's like, you already got high self-esteem. And he's like, no, ever since I got married, my self-esteem is really, really, really low. So Deanna says that, you know, I want to let you know that I'm starting to feel more comfortable. And, you know, maybe even a little bit more than comfortable. And he was like, what you mean? And she like, you know, maybe I like you, you know. And he like, oh, for real? And she like, yeah, you know, maybe I really like you. And Greg is overjoyed to feel that way. Deanna says that she feels like that because she trusts him and because they've built the foundation for her to be solid in her feelings that she has for him. Greg says, so does that mean that you're sexually attracted to me? And she says, yes. So Greg is like, okay, well, you know, does that mean that, like, our intimacy can pick up and not in the way of sex, but just more like physicalness? And Deanna says that in the past she had been in situationships, and in the past there was no like level of like, okay, I'm kissing you and now I'm having sex with you. So she doesn't want that to influence this relationship. Greg says, y'all, my head really, really hurts. I feel like I have a migraine and I don't get migraines. And I got this tight ass thing around my hair because I haven't detangled my hair. I'm sorry, I'm just talking. Greg says that her being in situationships and the way that she has acted because she's been in situationships is very nerving. Is making him very nervous. Y'all, I don't understand what I'm saying. Because he doesn't want that to influence their relationship. And he says that he doesn't just want to understand her body, he wants to understand her heart. So he's like, so we having sex tonight? And she's like, no, I never said that. So they have a birthday party for Greg. Her friends come, his friends come. Greg talks to his friends about, how they had like a little hiccup with the compliments and how he just wants a little bit more physical intimacy. Deanna says that she's pushed herself, out of her comfort zone and has gotten comfortable with being uncomfortable. And her friends all say that they've seen a change in Deanna for the better. So Deanna says that she feels closer to Greg, with this party going on, and she feels more attracted to him. So after, they sitting on the couch or whatever, and she like, okay, I'm ready to go to sleep, boom, boom. But she says, after tonight, everything has been cool. And if anything sexual were to happen, then I wouldn't be opposed to it. And I'm just rooting for them. I'm rooting for all of, I'm sorry. I don't think that Amber and Matt are going to stay together at all. At all. But that's just me. I'm sorry. I think I'd give Jamie and Elizabeth a chance before I give Amber and Matt. But anyway, I'm sorry. I'm rooting for all the couples, but I'm really, really, really rooting for Deanna and Greg. I really like them. So next we see Elizabeth. Elizabeth is very happy to have someone like Jamie. Jamie is excited to start his life with someone like her, and he feels very at home with her. My head is hurting because I got this fucking shit on. Y'all, it's real tight. It's real tight, y'all. It's real tight. Oh, Lord. Anyway, they're having a brunch, and he's really apprehensive about seeing Elizabeth's father, because the last time he saw him, he was talking about, that's my heart. You remember what he was saying. So the parents come over, and Jamie says that he does want to have a good relationship with her father. They just need to have time. So his stepmother, they were talking about sex, and then they were talking about something, and his stepmother was like, Elizabeth is a real free spirit, and I don't know how that's gonna work for Jamie, and the relationship may not work. And I'm like, where did that just come from? A lot of stuff with Elizabeth and Jamie was like, where did it just come from? Because it seemed out of left field. Seems like a lot of stuff is going on when the cameras aren't rolling, and we just seeing like the blow up. So they asked them about kids, and she says, well, we want to date each other first, and we'll revisit the subject in about 1.5 to 3 years. The stepmother asked that if they had to choose to stay with each other right now, would they? They both say yes. And then they start asking about Elizabeth's job. She says, well, I'm starting a job next week, so, I'll let you know when I find out everything. And everybody leaves. Jamie and Elizabeth sit on the couch. Elizabeth asks about Jamie's parents and why his mother and father got a divorce, because that's his stepmother. And Jamie says it's a sensitive subject. So he's like, I don't understand why you asking me these questions, but since you want to ask questions, let me ask questions. Did your father just give you a job because you his daughter? And she was like, yeah, but like, I'm taking this opportunity to learn. He's like, that's not a fucking opportunity. That's nepotism. She's like, so you don't respect me because of it? And then it's just like really weird, because you can tell that he's angry because she asked him about his family. I mean his parents, and she's like he's lashing out and is pushing me away. And then she was talking like, okay, well, just because he's giving me this opportunity and I'm taking it doesn't mean that I'm not serious about my job. And she's like, anybody can go to college and, you know, get a book and study and learn. And he's like, oh yeah, if anybody can do it, why didn't you graduate? And she's like, I don't know, I'm just like self-seeking. And I just really feel like he was doing the most. And she's like, why are you so angry? I wasn't trying to like make you angry. I'm just trying to know your thoughts and feelings on marriage since your parents have divorced. He's like, I can't deal with this. So he gets up and leaves. Okay. He comes back with flowers. I don't know how long he was gone. He comes back with flowers and he's like, okay, let's sit down on the couch and talk. He then says that he doesn't like her jokes about breaking up with him, and I'm sorry, him breaking up with her, and you know, saying that she's not attractive and all of that. And he's like, I'm trying to prove to you that I'm here for you, and you know, I want to be here for the long run. And Elizabeth gets mad and she's like, what do you want from me? And she says that she has nothing left to give and she just wants him to be happy and she's tired of talking about everything. And Jamie says he's tired and they haven't had sex in a minute. And she's like, we have sex like every other day. And he's like, we've had sex like 4 or 5 times. She's like, are you a fucking sex addict? Look, I asked Dr. Pepper how many times I should have sex, but I'll be sure to suck your damn peen every now and again, or every day. And he's like, that would be very appreciated. And she says, I mean, you don't romance me, you just have regular Caucasian sex. And to be quite honest, I don't know what regular Caucasian sex is, because I'm not a Caucasian. But what does that mean? When she said regular Caucasian sex, like, I thought she said the sex was awesome. Anyway, he leaves and she says, leave like you always do. He's like, I'm gonna get my cat and get my stuff and go. She's like, just leave like you always do, like you always fucking do. So I'm really confused because he's like, oh, also he's like, why can't you just say sorry? And she's like, I don't fucking know what I'm apologizing about. And it just really feels like they, like, the problems that they're talking about on camera are things that they have come across off camera. And it's just like really confusing to me because I don't understand how, when she was like, I have nothing left to give, I'm like, it just, didn't y'all just have like a little, like, I mean, yeah, he was being an asshole, but like, it just seems like she was just talking about like it's been like a broader thing than just this one disagreement that they've had. So I'm just like, is this how y'all relationship has been? I was just really confused. But she's like, get up and leave like you always do. And I'm just like, so how many times has he gotten up and left? I don't know. Anyway, Matt and Amber are looking like Kate and Luke to me. Okay, so they are going to hit her aunt's house for dinner. And they talk about movies, and then they talk about kids. And he says that he wants kids, but he wants to be established. So it'll be a good 5 to 8 years before he has kids. She's like, in 8 years, I'll be 35. Maybe you need somebody younger because that's like, I don't want to be old having kids, even though 35 having kids ain't old. And he's like, the kids don't scare me. It's the person that you have the bond with, you know, for the rest of your life that's tied to the kid that scares me. Amber is like, I mean, I don't understand. She didn't say that to him, but she's like, I don't understand what that means considering that we're married. So they get to her family's house. Her and her twin goes to talk. And she says that she's enjoying married life. She brings up that they're using separate bathrooms. And the twin is like, that's weird. It's not, but okay. But you know, when your mama leaves you to go be a lesbian someplace instead of being a lesbian, why couldn't you be a lesbian in North Carolina? Huh? That's why I mean, honestly, I know that I probably said this in the last review, but why can't you? Is it no lesbians in North Carolina? I don't know why you had to go to New York to be a lesbian. What? What? Anyway, um, Amber talking to her sister realizes that they aren't on the same communication wavelength, her and Matt, and that they need to be. So she brings up the car conversation to her sister, and she's like, maybe this is like proving that we shouldn't be together because he gonna be like 40 and I'm gonna be like 35, and maybe he needs someone younger if he wants to start so late. So they go in the house. Somebody asks Amber, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you know Matt? She says like a 2 or 3. He's shocked by that. He's like, I could have sworn it would have been like more than that. He says that since she talks so much, he knows her about a 5 or 6. Amber says that she feels really relieved that he is fitting in with her family, and that this has put her mind at ease, and this is exactly what she needed after being all frazzled dazzled in the car. So last scene we see apparently they got fucking secret ass cameras in their damn house. What if I'm naked? Anyway, in the secret camera we see Matt, he walking around, and then it's like 1:30, and then he leaves, and then Amber comes home at like 4:30. I guess off of work, and then it's 5:30. Then it's 7:30. Then it's 10:30, and she's on the phone with her father. Like, I don't have anything else left to give. It hurts. I'm sad. She called him. He didn't answer. She called him 4 times. He didn't answer. I think she texted him. He didn't respond. And now it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and his phone is going straight to voicemail. And she says that she don't want to be in this thing no more because he can't care about her. And honestly, I don't see how. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm being a little emotional right now, but he can't care about her. You literally can't send me a text. You know what a text is? A text is send. That's what a text is. He's with his friend Devin. That's what she did. And that's exactly what I would have done. Because from 1:30 p.m. to... It just makes no sense to me. Makes no sense why you think that would be something that you should do. And it just makes no sense. I don't understand that. That is and the episode ended like that, which kind of pissed me off. Because I want to know where this nigga at. Like, are you dead? Honestly, like, the no call, the no text, he didn't answer. Girl, I don't know, but that sounds like cheating 101 to me. Okay. I know I can see that Amber is a little bit clingy, but Amber is only clingy because of her past and her mama having to be a lesbian in New York and not a lesbian in North Carolina. But for you, it's not even a person who doesn't have abandonment issues. How could you sit here and just leave? This nigga ain't even write a note on the damn refrigerator. Hey, I'm going out. I'll be back. Like, I'm really confused. So I really don't. Look, if I'm Amber, by the time that nigga come back, I'm at my apartment. Like the apartment that I have, I'm at that apartment. So, yeah. We not gonna... I know she was laying on the couch probably waiting for him to get home, but we not gonna do this. What we gonna do is probably at around 10 o'clock. No, probably after the 4th time, 3rd time. 3rd time I call him, 2nd time. 2nd time I call him, and that phone went, and he didn't answer my phone. Okay. I would have definitely pulled a Jamie, and I would have got my stuff and left. And went back to my apartment and slept like a damn baby. And I probably would have stayed at my apartment. for a couple of days. And I just see you when I see you, to be quite honest. Because this is, I don't know, y'all. But anyway, I'm done with this, okay? I don't really feel the best. So it wasn't lively, lovely. If y'all like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and everything else you need to know about me will be down below. My name is Brielle. I make beats. I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. Bye.